What is going on, guys? Money Webby here, back again on Friday. Get a nice 7-game slate here tonight. I get it broken down for you with 6 of my favorite plays on the slate. My money is 6. So before we get going, if you could drop a like in the video, really helps me out. Let's try to get over 150 likes again. We had a crazy good night last night with the plays. We had 3 of the top scoring players with Karl-Anthony Towns, Andre Drummond, and Marvin Bagley. And I also had some really good value with, I mentioned Tyreke Evans, Troy Brown, 2 good value plays. Ricky Rubio returned a good amount of value. The only play that really screwed us over was Josh Jackson. He wasn't playing very well, and then he really hurt his leg at the end of the third quarter. So that was a really tough kind of situation with him. But every other play absolutely killed it. So I hope you ran out some of those guys. But we have some good plays again here tonight. So definitely subscribe to the channel if you aren't already. We're closing in at 8,000 subscribers, so I really appreciate the support. Let's hop right into it. Russell Westbrook first up in the same matchup that happened the other night. I went with him then. Same reasons apply here. It's going to be a very competitive game, I believe. Pretty high scoring, good matchup with no Kyle Lowry in the lineup again. And Kawhi Leonard focusing more on Paul George. Paul George did get in foul trouble last game and kind of struggled, and Westbrook was the main offensive piece. Like I thought, he put up 42 points, and he didn't even get close to his normal assist line. So in this game, if he can fill it up a little bit more there, I think he should be able to score pretty well again in the same matchup and play a good amount of minutes, as the Thunder are fighting for a better playoff seed. They're currently tied with a few teams on this, like the 6. I think they're currently the 5 seed, but the 6, 7, and 8 seed both have the same amount of wins and losses and their same amount of games back. So this would be a really big win for the Thunder if they can pick this one up. Westbrook looked really good in the last game. I think he'll be able to have another good game here against Toronto. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there as my first guy. And then I'm going to go with D'Angelo Russell, a nice little revenge narrative here going against his former team. He's been putting on a show recently. Last game, the guy looked unconscious in the fourth quarter. He put up like 27 points in the fourth quarter, just cashing 3 after 3, driving, hitting crazy layups. I was actually watching the game thinking, what the hell are Sacramento doing? They were just letting him absolutely destroy them in the fourth quarter. So I'm hoping he can carry the momentum into this game and hopefully just have those more consistent minutes. That's really the biggest thing with him, is sometimes he can struggle and the coach can go away from him, but he's such a hot and cold player. I feel like that's not really a good approach with him sometimes. But if he can just get the shots to drop, and maybe going against his former team, they'll just give him the more consistent minutes. If you can get over 30 minutes here, I think he should be able to do enough to return value. He has the good assist numbers, like always. Can definitely put up some more shots, 20-plus shots in the last 3 games. Really good usage, and 58 and 77 DraftKings points the last 2. So I think in this matchup against the Lakers team that's been one of the worst defensive teams over the past few weeks, I think he can get his own and have another big game. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there as my second guy. And also LeBron James is playing, so that should keep the game closer. For my third guy, I'm going to go with Siakam here at 7,200. He looked unstoppable against the Thunder the other night. Put up 63 DraftKings points. The Thunder's weakness has always been kind of against power forwards over the last 2 years, and it really showed against Siakam last game. And without Kyle Lowry, he did see a few more rebounds and a few more shots. So that's a thing I didn't really consider when Lowry was out the first time. But Lowry is a really good rebounding point guard. He puts up a good amount in most games, and Siakam was able to get 13 rebounds. One of his higher marks there, which is a really good thing. Van Vliet, not really as good of a rebounding point guard. So like I said there, more ability and also more shots. Lowry can put up a decent amount of shots in the game if he is feeling himself. But Siakam will just get a few more opportunities, I feel like, in this matchup. Also, Paul George probably playing defense on Kawhi a little bit, so that could limit him a little bit, making them go to Siakam a little bit more. They actually went to Siakam at the end of the fourth quarter instead of Kawhi Leonard to win the game. He wasn't able to hit the layup, but that kind of shows their confidence in him in this matchup. So it's 7,200. Price up a little bit, but I think he can get us over 40 DraftKings points. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there. I really trust that game as a good stat game, a high-scoring, hopefully competitive game there. And for my fourth guy, like I said, good game to stack up. Van Vliet at 5,300 with Lowry out again. Should be able to see good amount of shots, decent assist rate. He put up 6 last game and played pretty well. I mean, he put up 36 DraftKings points. The price is up a little bit, which kind of sucks. But I think he should be able to still get us over 30 DraftKings points just in the role that he's in this high-scoring game. And also, OKC has kind of struggled against point guards the last few weeks or so. So I think Van Vliet can do enough here because they'll be asking a lot of him. Without Lowry, Lowry's just such a big assist guy in the offense, and Van Vliet trying to fill that void can definitely get a good amount of assists and hopefully enough points to return value. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there as my fourth guy. Another guy benefiting from injury, DELON WRIGHT here at 4,900. Conley looking like he's out here tonight, meaning that DELON WRIGHT will start. Also, Avery Bradley is out, so there's a lot of just open availability for point scoring in this offense with those two guys out. Those were like their 2 top scorers for a little while with Avery Bradley playing well. So DELON WRIGHT, really big shoes to fill. I'm not very confident that this game will stay close, but even if it doesn't stay close, I can see DELON WRIGHT still being on the court a little bit, and will get over 30 minutes, I would imagine, even if this game does get out of hand. So 4,900, it is the best matchup on the court as well, just based on the numbers against Orlando. DJ Augustine, not a great defender, and DELON WRIGHT has been a guy that has put up solid numbers when he's gotten good minutes. He put up 31 DraftKings points this game against Atlanta, 26 against Utah in 30 minutes, 36 minutes against OKC, 42 DraftKings points. So he's put up some really big numbers, and I think he can continue that in a good matchup here against Orlando and a good price tag at 4,900 for a guy that's going to be putting up a decent amount of shots, has a good assist ability. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there as my fifth guy. And for my value guy, a little bit of a flyer. He's a little bit up and down, but Mitchell Robinson here at 4,300. I'm hoping that this Nuggets game turns into a blowout, meaning that Mitchell Robinson will finally get the minutes that he deserves. I mean, there's no real reason for them to be giving DeAndre Jordan 30 minutes at this stage of the year. So hopefully Mitchell Robinson can get over 20 to 25 minutes, and that's really when he puts in the work. I mean, this is a guy that's been really efficient fantasy points per minute wise, 20.7 on average, and just 19 minutes a game. So if he can get those minutes, he's going to be a really good value. Coming off a 40-point effort last time against Utah, that game was a big blowout, which finally cleared some way of the minutes. And hopefully that's the case again here going against the Nuggets. I mean, the Knicks lineup isn't very good nowadays, especially without what the hell is his name? Is it DJ Smith? I'm drawing a blank on his name, but the starting point guard is out. Mitchell Robinson, hopefully we get that run off the bench with him being out here again, and hopefully the game being a blowout, like I said. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there as my final guy. So at 4,600 remaining per player, you got Russell Westbrook, D'Angelo Russell, Siakam, Mitchell Robinson, Van Vliet, and DELON WRIGHT. Some really good plays, really good value. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Slap a like if you did. Like I said, over 150 likes would be greatly appreciated. I hope you guys did well last night. Hopefully we can continue that again tonight. Subscribe if you haven't, and follow me on Twitter for any updates on the plays at MoneyWebby. So good luck here tonight. Hope you win some money. Enjoy some March Madness in your Friday night, and we'll see you back here again next time.